Absolutely. Say it again, y'all. Absolutely. Listen to me.
Welcome to Wrestle Rant HD, America's #1 professional wrestling rant show. I'm your host, Angelo Demetrius, and you're in the right place for wrestling, entertainment, and information. Now, how many of you know that this weekend is the biggest weekend that has been in a long time? You know what I'm talking about. Are you psyched up? Are you hyped up? Are you ready for something to happen that's never happened before and will never happen again? Are you ready for the Survivor Series? I know I am, but we're going to get to that later. Right now on Wrestle Rant, we're going to start hitting it off big. And we're going to hit it off big by talking about the return of Mick Foley to Monday Night Raw. Now, if you're like me and you saw that limousine, you didn't think Mick Foley was going to get out. You thought it was going to be Vince McMahon. You thought it was going to be Triple H. But instead, it was Mick Foley, a.k.a. Mankind, a.k.a. Cactus Jack, a.k.a. Dude Love. However many names the guy wants to go by, that's okay. Mick Foley came back, made his return, and the crowd loved it. They even stopped to sign Zack Ryder's online petition. Anyway, Mick Foley is one of the biggest changes coming back to the WWE since they re-signed Booker T and Kevin Nash and the People's Champ, The Rock. But let's take this a little further. Mick Foley didn't just come back. Oh no, because when you get Mick Foley, you get everything that Mick Foley brings to the table. That can be good and that can be bad. But in this case, it was good. I was glad that Mick Foley came out to the ring and entertained us like he always had entertained us in the past before. Mick Foley, you did a great job. You still got it, my friend. You still got it. Hey, did you love it when Mick Foley pulled out the old "This Is Your Life" bit? Let me tell you, one of the most entertaining moments of Monday Night Raw in a long time. I thought it was great that Mick Foley could still come out, pull off the old "This Is Your Life" gig, and still make us laugh. Fans, I don't know about you, but I miss this kind of stuff in WWE. I miss the kind of entertainment that makes you want to watch next week to see what they're going to do again. And then turn around and want to watch again next week to see what they're going to do again. This is the kind of entertainment that we need to get, not just close to a pay-per-view, week after week after week after week after week. And we, the fan, are going to keep pressing you, WWE, to give it to us. Hey, how about that ending to that segment, huh? How about the ending to that segment when The Rock comes out, everybody's booing John Cena, and what does The Rock do? The Rock bottom to his former Rock and Sock Connection partner. Way to end that one, Rocky. Alright, so as we've been talking about here in the first half of the program, you know as well as I do that everything is a big build-up to the Survivor Series this weekend. Live on pay-per-view. You're welcome, WWE. Send me the check later. Anyway, everything is a huge build-up to Survivor Series. Hey, I know I personally am going to order the Survivor Series. I know that I'm going to make sure my butt is glued to the couch watching the Survivor Series this weekend. And you should too. And why? Come on. Never before, never again. The Rock and Pebble Connection will team up for the first time ever to make up the tag team, Team Fruit Loop. Fans, this is WrestleRant HD. You are tuned in to America's #1 professional wrestling rant show, WrestleRant. Survive! 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 That's all I can think about. That's the only thing that comes across my mind, man. This Sunday, when all of us are in that ring together, the only thing that's gonna happen is the animal instincts are gonna come out. And the only one thing that's gonna be on our minds is to survive. Yes, it's the Survivor Series, live on pay-per-view. Call your local cable operator or your satellite provider. Tell them you want to be a part of the Survivor Series. Yes, I'd like to order the Survivor Series. Yeah, that's right. The Survivor Series. Yeah. No, I wouldn't like a free month of the Playboy channel. Thank you. Just the Survivor Series, please. No, I wouldn't like to subscribe to the Spice channel. I just want to order the Survivor Series for this Sunday. Yes. No, I don't want to subscribe to HBO or Cinemax. Look, would you just put the Survivor Series on the ticket, please? Who am I talking to? Look, I just want to order the Survivor Series. I don't want the premium channels. I don't care about In Demand. Can I just have the Survivor Series? Look, if I can't get the Survivor Series, I'm going to come down there to that station and put my foot in your... Hello? 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 Wow. Can't believe that. Oh, hey. Welcome back to WrestleRant HD, America's #1 professional wrestling rant show. Are you ready for the greatest, most entertaining weekend of all time? I'm talking about the Survivor Series. Hey, I'm ready for it. Are you? Are you going to be sitting on the couch eating popcorn? Are you going to be sitting there with your friends putting bets on how bad John Cena messes up in his Him and The Rock's match? I am. Okay, look, all kidding aside, this is huge. The Survivor Series, one of WWE's great pay-per-views. Not just a buy-monther to get you by until the next one. This is one of the ones, the original ones. But I recall a time when the Survivor Series was done every Thanksgiving. Survivor Series was known as a Thanksgiving tradition for all of those who loved professional wrestling. Well, due to some complaining by the staff, including the wrestlers, the Survivor Series no longer held on Thanksgiving. It's either held before and or after the holiday, which I happen to think is good for the wrestlers and their families. I like that. But I also like the fact that I get to see one of the greatest pay-per-views annually every single year. You won't want to miss this staple. Now, my next subject is a little sensitive for this show, and follow my instructions carefully, okay? This is the part where you pause WrestleRant HD. You go to Twitter right now Well, you get the message. Start blowing up Twitter right now. Go ahead, do it. Hey, did you do it? Did you go to Twitter? Did you blow it up? Did you put down? Well, you get it. Alright, now, we're going to talk about a couple of things here. Number one, the beginning of Friday Night SmackDown was explosive. How many of you saw Mark Henry literally manhandle Daniel Bryan? I mean, come on. I gotta admit, I used to be on Daniel Bryan's boat until he started rowing without any oars. Look, I guess if you're going to get somewhere in the company, get beaten up by the heavyweight champion of the world. But as of late, Daniel Bryan has gotten a little dry. Kind of like a dry martini with extra dry added to it. Anyway, Daniel Bryan could do a lot to pick his character up. However, let me say this to his credit. He is the former United States champion, and I guess that's a lot better than Tyler Black has done in the company. Sorry, Tyler. It's not your fault. But let me say this. Good show put on by Mark Henry. Way to sell that t-shirt, Mark. And let me also say that the Big Show is a great added addition to this match with Mark Henry. One of the best big guy stories that I've seen in a long time. These guys know how to get in the ring and put on a show. I like the fact that Mark Henry and the Big Show don't get in the ring and try to wrestle each other. They get in there and move around like big guys should and wrestle like big guys should. If you're two big behemoths, you shouldn't try to get in there and be mat tacticians. You should get in there and be exactly what you are. Monsters. Behemoths. Trees don't dance around when they fall. They simply fall and destroy whatever is in their path. Fans, I'm looking forward to the Survivor Series for this match and other great matches that are going to happen at the Survivor Series. And I want you to be enthused to purchase the Survivor Series this weekend. Yours truly will. You should too. Well, fans, that's it for this edition of WrestleRant HD. I look forward to seeing you here each and every week at YouTube.com and at ClickWrestle.com for WrestleRant HD. I'm your host, Angelo Demetrius, saying, watch the Survivor Series and good. Bye, everybody.